Cashflow Quadrant. Understanding the 4 paths to financial freedom. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into by Robert Kiyosaki, a powerful book that explains the 4 types of income earners and how you can achieve financial freedom. This concept is simple yet life-changing, so stick around as I break it down in an easy-to-understand way. Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with the first quadrant. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being an employee. In fact, most people start their careers this way. But it's crucial to understand the dynamics of this quadrant if you ever want to achieve true financial freedom. Employees are all about, you have a job, you clock in those hours, and you get a paycheck. It's a straightforward exchange. You know exactly how much you're going to make every month, and that can be really comforting, especially when you're starting out. Think about it. Teachers, doctors, firefighters, accountants, these are all incredibly important jobs, and they're often held by employees. These professions provide essential services and contribute greatly to society. But here's the thing about the employee quadrant. Your income is directly tied to the hours you work. You're essentially selling a chunk of your life for a set price. And if for whatever reason you can't work, that income stream dries up pretty quickly. Now, I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with being an employee. It's a perfectly valid way to earn a living, and it can be a great stepping stone on your financial journey. But if your goal is to build long-term wealth and achieve financial freedom, simply trading your time for money will only get you so far. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're making $50,000 a year as an employee. Sounds decent, right? But when you factor in taxes, expenses, and the cost of living, that $50,000 doesn't go as far as you might think. Plus, you're limited by how many hours you can realistically work in a day. So while being an employee offers stability and security, it often comes at the cost of limited income potential and less control over your time. Let's move on to the second quadrant. Now, this is where a lot of people dream of ending up, right? The idea of being in control of your own destiny is incredibly appealing. Being your own boss, setting your own hours, and having the freedom to call the shots. It's the ultimate dream for many, and honestly, there's a lot to love about being self-employed. Think about it. You get to make all the decisions and steer your business in the direction you want. You get to pursue your passions. You're in control of your own destiny. And you have the potential to earn way more than you ever could as an employee. The sky's the limit. Sounds pretty tempting, doesn't it? The allure of freedom and financial independence is strong. In the self-employed quadrant, you're essentially a business owner, but you are the business. Every success and failure rests on your shoulders. You are the one responsible for drumming up clients, delivering the work, and managing everything in between. It's a full-time commitment. It's a lot of responsibility, but it can be incredibly rewarding. The sense of accomplishment is unparalleled. This quadrant includes freelancers, consultants, contractors, and small business owners, each with their unique challenges and rewards. If you're a graphic designer, a writer, a web developer, or maybe you run your own online store, you're likely hanging out in the self-employed quadrant. It's a diverse group. Now here's the catch with being self-employed. You're still trading your time for money. Your income is directly tied to the hours you put in. Just like an employee, if you don't work, the money stops coming in. There's no paid time off or sick leave. In fact, it can often feel like you're working even more than you would at a traditional job. The lines between work and personal life can blur. Imagine this. You're a freelance writer and you land a big project. It's a huge opportunity. It's exciting, right? More money, more exposure, but also more work. The pressure to deliver can be intense. You're now working late nights, weekends, and you might even have to turn down other opportunities because you're so swamped. The workload can be overwhelming. This is the classic self-employed trap. You're so busy working in your business that you don't have the time or energy to work on your business. You're so busy working in your business that you don't have the time or energy to work on your business. It's a vicious cycle. Another challenge of being self-employed is the inconsistency of income. It's a roller coaster ride. One month you might be flush with cash and the next month you're scraping by. The financial uncertainty can be stressful. This can make it difficult to budget, save, and plan for the future. Financial planning becomes a constant challenge. Being self-employed definitely has its perks, but it's not for everyone. It requires a certain mindset and resilience. Chapter 3, B. Business owner, building systems, not jobs. Now let's move on to the right side of the cash flow quadrant, starting with B for business owner. This is where things start to get really interesting in terms of building wealth and achieving financial freedom. It's a transformative shift in mindset and strategy. The fundamental difference between a business owner and someone who's self-employed is this. Business owners build systems that generate money, while self-employed individuals are the system. This distinction is crucial for long-term success. They are essential to the day-to-day operations of their business, often finding themselves deeply involved in every aspect. Think of it this way. A self-employed person is like a chef who owns their own restaurant. They're the ones cooking the food, taking the orders, and making sure everything runs smoothly. Their presence is indispensable. If they stop working, the entire restaurant grinds to a halt. The business is entirely dependent on their continuous effort. A business owner, on the other hand, is like the person who owns a chain of restaurants. They operate on a different level. They've created a system, a proven recipe for success that can be replicated across multiple locations. This system ensures consistency and efficiency. They hire chefs, managers, and staff to run the day-to-day operations. So even if they take a vacation, the business keeps on running, and more importantly, keeps on generating income. The system works independently. This is the power of building systems. It's about creating a machine that works for you. It allows you to leverage your time and effort to create something that can generate income without your direct involvement. This leverage is key to scaling your business. This is how you break free from the trap of trading time for money. You move from being a worker to being an owner. Now, building a successful business is no walk in the park. It requires a strategic approach and relentless effort. It takes hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn and adapt. The business landscape is always changing, and so must you. But the rewards can be life-changing. The freedom and financial security that come with a successful business are unparalleled. When you own a business that runs itself, you have the freedom to do what you want, when you want. Your time becomes your own. You can work less, travel more, and spend more time with loved ones. The quality of your life improves significantly. You're no longer limited by the number of hours you can work because your income is generated by the system you've put in place. This is true financial freedom. Think about some of the most successful businesses out there: Apple, Amazon, Google. These giants are built on robust systems. These companies are all built on systems. Their success is not reliant on any single individual. They have products, services, and processes that are designed to generate revenue, regardless of whether or not the founder is directly involved. This is the ultimate goal for any business owner. Chapter 4. I, Investor, Putting Your Money to Work. Finally, we arrive at the fourth and final quadrant, I for Investor. This is the stage where you transition from working for money to having your money work for you. This is where true financial freedom becomes a reality. It's the ultimate goal for many, where your investments generate enough income to support your lifestyle. This is where your money starts working for you, instead of the other way around. You become the master of your financial destiny. Investors understand that the key to building wealth is not just about earning money, but about making your money work for you. They leverage their resources to create more wealth. They don't trade their time for money. They put their money to work in assets that generate passive income. This is a fundamental shift in mindset. Now, there are countless ways to invest your money, from stocks and bonds to real estate and businesses. Each investment type has its own set of risks and rewards. The key is to find investments that align with your risk tolerance, financial goals, and overall investment strategy. This requires careful planning and research. Let's say you decide to invest in real estate. This can be a lucrative option if managed well. You buy a rental property, and now you have tenants paying you rent every month. This creates a steady stream of income. That rent is passive income, money that's coming in without you having to actively work for it. It's a powerful way to build wealth over time. Or maybe you invest in the stock market. This can offer high returns if you choose the right stocks. You buy shares of a company that pays dividends, and now you're receiving a portion of their profits on a regular basis. This adds another layer of passive income. Again, that's passive income that's working for you while you sleep. It's like having a financial engine running in the background. The beauty of investing is that it allows your money to grow exponentially over time thanks to the power of compound interest. This is where the magic happens. Compound interest is essentially earning interest on your interest, and it's one of the most powerful forces in finance. It can turn modest investments into substantial wealth. Imagine this: you invest $10,000 in an asset that yields a 7% annual return. This is a realistic and achievable goal. After the first year, you've earned $700 in interest. This is just the beginning. But here's where it gets interesting. The real magic happens when you reinvest those earnings. In the second year, you're not just earning interest on your initial $10,000, you're also earning interest on that $700 you made in the first year. This accelerates your wealth building process. As you continue to reinvest your earnings, your money starts to grow at an accelerating rate. This is the essence of compound growth. Over time, even small amounts of money can grow into significant wealth, all thanks to the magic of compound interest. It's a slow but steady path to financial independence. Now, it's important to remember that investing does come with risks. No investment is without its downsides. The value of your investments can fluctuate, and there's always the possibility of losing money. This is why risk management is crucial. That's why it's crucial to do your research, diversify your portfolio, and invest for the long term. Diversification helps mitigate risks and smooth out returns. But the potential rewards of investing are well worth the risks. The journey to financial freedom is paved with smart investment choices. By putting your money to work in assets that generate passive income, you're creating a sustainable source of wealth that can provide you with financial freedom and security for years to come. This is the ultimate goal of investing. And here's the thing, you don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. Even small, consistent investments can grow significantly over time. Achieving financial freedom, your journey starts now. So what's the lesson here? To achieve financial freedom, you need to move from the left side, E and S, to the right side, B and I. 1. Build systems, B. 2. Invest in assets, I. Robert Kiyosaki says, "The rich don't work for money, they make money work for them." Take a moment to ask yourself, which quadrant are you in right now and where do you want to be? By focusing on building businesses and investing, you can create financial security and live life on your terms. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this simple breakdown of Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki.